Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. About ready to get this one started. Jamie Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. To throw on the first play, it's Smith. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A first down throw for Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. He'll get this out wide, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 2nd down, it's Gino. That is caught to the goal line and in. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Third and 9. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Third down and 9. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down. Good execution of the double pass. Give running right. It is Mixon. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Off the play action, here's Fields. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. They pick up 17 through the air, and that will be a first down. A run here with Mixon. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try and run for this with Mixon.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now a second timeout called by the defense. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Mixon.
I know it's fourth and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll run with Mixon. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Fields to throw. That is intercepted. And this defense will take over following the turnover.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Geno and his favorite receiver, Metcalf, connecting. 31 yards. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll get this out to the left flat. They get 15 on that game. That's enough for a 1st down. They'll motion over Metcalf. Smith now to throw on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Geno to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the gun on third down, Smith. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be taken down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Myers, good on the extra point. And his guys move out on top, 14-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Tight end going in motion here. A 1st down throw for Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. Now he'll run it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go right back to Mixon. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Mixon. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Third and a yard. Now Fields. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fields to throw for it. This one intercepted. And his defense will take over here following the interception.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. From the gun, it's Geno. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. Gain of 12 and a first down. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And he'll be taken down. Now a second timeout called by the defense.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's Walker. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Here's a designed run. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's third and goal. Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And his guys will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion now, it's Collins. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a dump. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 47-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Home team 17. Visitors nothing.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First down. Fields. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Mixon. Mixon has the first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. And now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Geno. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The run up the middle. It's Walker. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll motion over Metcalf. A first down throw for Smith. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Once again, it's Walker. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Throwing on second down. Smith. A throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
It's a big-time run by Mixon. 31 yards.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL? And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
A run here with Mixon. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
The give, running right. It is Mixon.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 49. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the visitors are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll get this out wide. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get this complete to Walker. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Smith. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. Smith. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. Charbonnet going to try to pull his way in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's got room to the 45. 20. 15. And he will score. Game on. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors back within 7. It's 24-17. So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's on the former first-round pick, Titus Howard. Now, on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. This snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time. The ball was accurate. And then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. They go with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. 15-yard pickup there. And that will be a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Here's a handoff to Walker. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, Smith. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Slot man in motion right. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Fields now to throw on 1st down. That's complete on the tight end screen. Now he's loose again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the visitors will cut the deficit to 7. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.